mission of Legal Aid is to provide free civil legal services to the most vulnerable populations here in Palm Beach County. An example would be we represent survivors of domestic violence and their families, abused, neglected, and abandoned children, exploited and abused elderly, children with learning disabilities, families who are homeless or at risk of homelessness, victims of discrimination, foster children, as well as many other vulnerable populations.
And all the way that we help people just simply by being able to provide legal services in a variety of ways. There are 100 people who work for us.
We serve over 8,000 clients each year.
Unless you live under a rock, you know who Michelle Suskauer is. She is a force to be reckoned with in our legal community and beyond.
She is a volunteer extraordinaire. She is our loudest board member, our cheerleader. She's the pushiest, and she's one of the most intelligent, creative people I know.
Michelle's really focused most of her work on the Education Advocacy Project. However, she's also been an advocate in our domestic violence program. She started a program with the Florida Association of Women Lawyers called Adopt a Case, where at each Florida Association of Women Lawyers luncheon, she would bring up certain cases that we had at Legal Aid for survivors of domestic violence, and she would ask the attorneys in the audience to please accept those cases and take them on a pro bono basis.
Michelle does so much for the Legal Aid Society. I mean, I think as lawyers, there are a few things we can do in our community that sort of meld with what we do, but Legal Aid Society is special. The Legal Aid Society is there to provide access to our justice system to those who are the least fortunate in our community.
When I was a young lawyer, I started out before children as an assistant public defender. And I think, again, being a defense lawyer, being the voice for someone who doesn't have one, to make sure that they get a fair shake as best you can in the criminal justice system was very comfortable for me. That was a very comfortable role.
She embodies the saying, and justice for all. What
resonated with me always was children and how we can make an impact on the lives of children.
To the extent that we are judged as a community by how we treat the least fortunate, Michelle embodies what every volunteer community activist should be. She's doing it for the right reasons. She doesn't ask for anything in return, and she wills things to happen. You know, if Michelle puts her mind to something, it's going to get done.
I represented young people. I've represented children who are coming out of homes and they don't necessarily have the best role models. They don't have the family support. And to see what you can do to make a difference in their lives, even just as their attorney, and just not just representing them, but just talking with them and mentoring them and following up after you're done representing them.
She is our speaker. She talks about legal aid. She loves what we do for children. She loves what we do for adults. She believes in what we do.
For me, there's nothing more fulfilling than knowing that the work we do with legal aid is impacting so many lives in Palm Beach County.
The beauty of her, I think, is that span of creativity and that devotion to what we do.
I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity to work with legal aid.